I see Ultron in the air. I go for the air stun. I land it. Wait, hold on. Was that Ultron I air? No, that wasn't Ultron I air stunned. I just real. Who was that I got with the air stun? Hold on. Who was up in the air there? Somebody took that air stun for this man.
Was it Squirrel Girl?
Yeah, it was. She jumped up at the wrong time. Let's slow this down a little bit, actually.
I'm trying. I'm looking at the characters and I'm wondering who else on their team could potentially be. If it wasn't like.
Oh, look at this bitch face plant. That was meant for the clanker. Oh, and then Thor grabs her. Oh, she had no chance.
So Squirrel Girl, how did they go today? It fucking sucks.
I clap him and get the kill. Thor. Oh wait, no. Thor got the kill. Hold on. Let me relook at that. Let me slow this down a bit.
Watch this. The 2-time wombo combo.
Oh yeah, and he grabs him. He gets this poor Ultron, and then he solo ults him when he's half HP. Before I can beat the fuck out of him. This Thor was some random I wasn't even communicating with. And we just played that flawlessly. We got control back. Rogue and I are just both. Oh, I cancel Strange Ult. Right, yeah. I want to watch that one more time. We're just beating the shit out of him. He's clearly panic ults because he's afraid. Thor just goes for a highly aggressive ult. Oh, he slams them. Very good target priority on the Squirrel Girl to immediately notice her after the ult too. Once again, my team gets the pick before I have the chance. Now I'm just going to ult them into their spawn. We've essentially won. I see Rogue, I just go for the disrespectful play, make sure that she can't play the game. Now watch what I'm about to do here. Jeff ults their spawn to try and grab people. Let's see, who did he grab exactly over here? I'm curious. He grabs their Luna and their Storm, and their Strange, as they're coming out of spawn. And then what do? Let's see. We can see from his perspective that a certain little clanker is about to walk out of spawn. Sorry, float out of spawn. I'm Hulk, I'm stupid. Forgive me. I see him float out, grab him, give him the Loki treatment. Just for the disrespect. He's not allowed to play the game. You know, these are highlights, match replays. Yeah, so this match isn't like going to be anything like particularly impressive. I mean, the match lasted less than 7 minutes, but that means I won't be here for incredibly long. Here's the stat board. The bands were Daredevil and Hell. Anyway, what I was thinking I might do, although I'd have to be on it tonight, is I'm thinking about re-spectating my rank up game, maybe talking about it, maybe like observing my own gameplay, seeing maybe where I can improve a little bit if I notice any like glaring mistakes that I made, and maybe make a small video out of it for tomorrow. After stream is over, maybe edit it if I'm not too tired, you know, that sort of thing.
Okay.
If you
I still have a video
zero
for
mistakes and it's a completely perfect match.
You're
just gonna be like showing off the video instead?
I can think of one mistake I made during this, but it actually still worked out. But I'll explain that when I get to it. So we're on Hell's Heaven.
Hell's Heaven.
I'm gonna skip
Why
forward
does
just a
Hell
little
have a
bit
heaven?
here past the hero selection. Not only did I have the Spider-Man player to duo with here, but we also had a good Hawkeye player, which was really nice.
Where... Man, I can't find this thing to save my life. Oh my gosh, I'm so
At the beginning of the match, the entire enemy team decided to try and control the high ground.
Did I even do that?
Now, since most of them jumped down here, I was going to go in on the Luna, but then I see the Moon Knight by himself. I had assumed that the Luna... Wait, what button do I press here?
Luna had like gone to help the rest of the team.
Yeah, I actually want to back up a little bit here and see where she was while she was out of my line of sight. Yeah, so she freezes me immediately. That gives her time to get away. Okay, so she was behind there. I had assumed she had jumped down or something, so I thought I was free to get a kill on this Moon Knight and take out a DPS.
Lo and behold,
That
she
was a
never
mis-
left.
Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I should have played it more safely there, or at least looked around more before full committing it on the Moon Knight. So they captured the point first, but we're immediately taking it back because our team gets some good picks. I like to think that I at least distracted the Moon Knight and the Luna long enough to give the team an advantage. Maybe that's just coping on my part, I don't know.
Who knows?
A little help, please.
I mean, those things do matter, though. Taking up enemy resources and splitting attention is
Splitting
one of the most
attention so
valuable
that way
things you
the
can do.
healers can't actually be as effective.
They were basically a healer down for the duration of the time that I was dealing with them. Our Hawkeye gets what I'm assuming is a one-shot here. I
Yeah,
want to check his
he kills
perspective.
another healer, so that staggered him more.
Yeps through my shield too, and I'm giving him protection while he does that, just by having my shield up there.
Nice.
I think the Strange was just legit AFK here. I'm not sure what the hell he was doing. But then Hawkeye comes in and steals the final hit.
No symbol of Khonshu can resist Dr. Strange.
Captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I will feel a little bit weird about uploading something like this, because usually, like, when you see spectating videos, it's by high-rank players and stuff who, like, have a very good knowledge of the game, like Celestial Plus people. I, of course, don't have that same, like, critical thought process, because I do not understand the game as well as, like, high Celestial Eternity players, One Above All, etc. But I can talk a little bit about my gameplay here. So, this play I'm making right here, in-game, I was communicating with the Hawkeye. He wasn't in game chat, but he heard me, because on his perspective, he came back to me here. He's behind me as I'm making the portal. He has ult here. So I was going to open up a portal behind the enemy team in... Let's see. Yeah, there we go. In this doorway here, I was going to try and cut off these teammates, not only to separate the enemy team, but put it behind the Moon Knight and the Magneto, so would be a couple easy picks from his ult, which would then stagger the enemy team, because these two would then be put on a respawn timer, while these two, and actually, who's this back in spawn? There's somebody back here. All three of... This is the Cloak and Dagger, okay. Two healers and a DPS would then be walking back into spawn while they're a DPS and a tank down. So that was the idea behind the play, so let's see how it works out.
God.
I'm gonna look at this from Hawkeye's perspective. Yeah, he actually murks the Bucky, because he got in front of the portal before I could open it. Unfortunately, the Moon Knight did outplay him, though. But he still got a pick off of it, and I still feel like my play was sound. Maybe I just didn't time the opening of the portal well enough. I feel like if I had been quicker on the draw, he could have gotten more people out of it. So, we have point at 99% here. We're in overtime. All we have to do is win the one-team fight. We have support ult up, so we're feeling pretty safe. Now, this is the mistake I was talking about before. I'm gonna watch this one in slow-mo real quick. I'm building up my anti-magic meter, which powers up my burst. I decide to pop ult immediately. Now, the reason why this is kind of dumb to do is because I'm right in front of Magneto, and, you know, obviously he's a shield tank, so as long as that's not on cooldown, he's just going to be able to block that, which is exactly what it does. That saves Venom from getting hit, but it still wound up working out because Moon Knight just happened to be off to the side. He gets caught, and I make a split-second decision to just immediately focus him, and he gets deleted. So we at least get one pick out of it, which is still massive in this situation. So, wrong math equation for the right result, basically. What I realistically should have done there was wait to float up in the air first, look for who was standing around, try to catch the Magneto off guard instead of just popping it right in his face. And normally I do that, but I saw an opportunity, and I wanted to try and secure kills quickly, so I got a little greedy there.
The time entanglement is a very calculating.
I have like the perfect image to describe like the situation. It's like wrong equation to get there, but you still got there.
Yeah, I just fell ass backward into a good result there.
Here, general chat.
But that's going to be a big part of getting better, is being like less impulsive about my ultimates and just continuing to try and think critically about them and like when's the best time to do it. So they've actually made some swaps here. They don't have Magneto and Venom anymore. They've swapped to Strange and Groot. I'm kind of ignoring Groot. I'm pushing into their backline a little bit to put up some pressure to make them afraid to walk up. Groot, of course, falls back. Our Thor gets walled off there and hurt. I was kind of just looking around here, just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. The healers here are goated. They're popping shields on me. They're boosting healing. Also, there's a bit of an echo. I'm assuming Dino.
I can't fight
He
this
hasn't
boss.
come back yet, so I'm going to.
You might have seen something.
Okay, now this was amazing right here. I want to go back and appreciate this and give a shout out to one of my supports, Dante26. I'm assuming I know that's how that's pronounced. I actually got this person twice in a row. I think I got them on the next match after this or something like that. That or this might have been the second match with them. I don't remember. But they played Cloak and Dagger both matches. I'm going to slow this down a little bit. And we're going to watch this again. So, Jeff ults. I did not have my ability to float. I'm doomed here. Well-timed cloak ability. Absolutely saves me and the team. But Bucky just completely feeds his ult there. Just gets bursted. That's massive for us. Let's see. What's my my Spider-Man duo here in the background? I'm gonna back up a few seconds and watch what he did, because he gets a pick on the support here. Missing a lot of shots, but he's still getting the picks, and that's all that matters. I've played a good few matches with this guy, and he gets pretty good, consistent results. Oh, back here.
Half of the mission area. Keep going.
Okay, so here the enemy team is walking back. I think that's Bucky in front. I'm up here, like, waiting to see if they walk through, because I plan to drop down and ult on them while they can't see me, so they're not able to stop me. I decided to drop down, though, so the enemy, or so that my team isn't without a shield. I figured I'm basically wasting value by just waiting up there doing absolutely nothing. I can always just float back up to try for the play again. I'm looking for a possible ult here, but they're not walking forward with the group, so I'm not really given the opportunity. Just brawling with the group, basically. I held up the shield to block Strange ult just by instinct, even though he's far away from me. I die, but I do secure a pick on Bucky. realistically, that probably wasn't a good ult because that was basically a lost team fight anyway. That again is another impulsive ult out of desperation. I absolutely should have just saved that for next team fight once I regrouped with the rest of the team. Here I'm portaling behind their supports. This is something I've started doing a lot recently, is when I portal back to a point as Strange, I like to portal behind the enemy team. Because, you know, let's look at this. So, let's actually back up just a little bit to before the portal opened. Also, why is Invisible Wood so stretchy? I thought it was her husband that had the stretch powers. What is with... She's like perfectly straightened out here. It's like somebody's like grabbing her by both ends and just like pulling her out. But no, back to the tactical thinking. This Jeff... Oh, he just died. Okay. I was like, he's super low on health. So... Strange is on point. He's got a healer behind him. Groot's on the way back. Bucky's back there. So their team is kind of like trickling in here. We only have our Invis and Hawkeye contesting, so realistically they kind of have the advantage here, I think. Because they have a shield tank to block whatever Hawkeye can do, really, essentially. So when I open Portal like this... What does Strange have to do now? Right? What does Invis have to do? They can keep looking for it at my team, which Spidey just got back as well, so that's an extra piece on our side of the board. He can either stand here and block damage for them and try to contest them for point, while Cloak and Dagger and I just beat him in the back, or better yet, what I think I'm going to do, contest the support so she can't heal him, while my team bullies him, like Thor can right here, because Thor's great against Strange.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, essentially just portaling behind, you know, it forces the enemy team to turn around, and again, it's splitting attention. It's like a pincer maneuver. I've become very fond of doing this. Is this at normal speed? Hold on. Yeah, it was at normal speed. It felt kind of fast. But we get a couple of very quick picks. Bucky again, way sold. He's inting. He's inting. And that's the game. We cleaned them up so quickly. Because they were forced to look in all sorts of different directions, and they just couldn't keep up with it. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, was my first time hitting Grandmaster.
Wait, you never hit it before?
No. The Grandmaster 3 is now my peak. I finally hit my goal with that match right there. And a very deserved MVP from Mr. Sung Jin Woo, the Hawkeye. 13 finals. Oh, and I had most damage blocked that match. Cool. Yeah, I think that's going to be a fun one to upload. Hey there, my name is Dragon Gunstorian. If you like that video, make sure to Hulk smash the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, make sure to subscribe. If you don't like and subscribe, my channel will remain invisible. As always, win to your back, lads, wherever you go. Peace out.